Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the collective full moon reading. This is for the lunar eclipse in Scorpio that will be taking place. I believe it's gonna be like late night, early morning, Eastern Standard Time of May 4th going into the 5th. This is happening on 5/5. I'm starting out with the Moonology deck. I also have the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and then I'll be using the Spacious Tarot. So let's see what messages we need as it pertains to, this full moon in Scorpio. It will be a lunar eclipse, and it will be, opposing the North Node, the Sun, Mercury, and Uranus, because all of those are in Taurus, and it will be conjunct the South Node, which is, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So let's see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection that we need as it pertains to this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I'll do one more. I hope everyone is doing well, especially with this retrograde energy. I want to say for the retrograde reading that I did, and that's out, if you want to check it out. But I said, what kind of Mercury retrograde is this? Like, I've been, like just encountering a lot of, people from my past, but it's a little different. Like, these are like, some good people, like, and it feels really good to see, just to see them, to, see that everybody is, doing well. So this Mercury retrograde has been so different. So I don't know, what you guys may be experiencing in regards to that, but we're almost out of it though. We're almost out of it. So let's jump right in. Ooh. So the bottom of the deck we have, nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon. And I'm hearing, topsy-turvy. So things could be or feel a little unsettled right now. In regards to you, or, possibly something or someone you're connected to. It feels like there's a bit of, just ungroundedness with this energy. But then we have a fiery climax approaches, which is full moon and Aries energy. But you guys know, like with these cards, the moon phases don't have to be what they are on the card. It's, speaking to the energy behind it. So what this is making me feel, because that mutable energy could be, it could be I hate to say it like this, but kind of wishy-washy. Mutable signs are Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. But this full moon in Aries energy is making me feel like, like, I don't know why I feel like something or someone is about to like take off. So maybe you're in a spot right now, because as I'm recording this, we're in, I want to say the moon is at 27 degrees Libra as I'm recording this. And, you know, it makes me feel like with this nothing set in stone, like there's some, you know, uncertainty. But mixed with this full moon in Aries energy, it's almost like it's giving me the feeling like, you know what, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna do it. Whatever, like that's how I feel. Like it doesn't, it's like almost someone is like getting comfortable in discomfort, but in a way where that they're taking action, it makes me want to say. Because then we have confidence is your key to success with the new moon in Leo. And then luck is on your side, which is the new moon in Sagittarius. Yeah. And that just, you know, reiterates what I was feeling, because there's a, you know, there's a focus with this confidence as your key to success. And it's almost like with the luck is on your side, it's like you can't go wrong in whatever, you know, you're about to do. Maybe, you know, emotionally, you know, you're feeling, you know, out of sorts. But you know how they say, like, sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to go for it, whatever it is. Because remember, like I said, this lunar eclipse is going to go over the south node, and which is in Scorpio. And the south node energy is, you know, where you've been. The north node energy is where you're going. This, with the south node being in Scorpio, you know, where it's, you know, it's too, how can I say this? With the south node being in Scorpio and the full moon, there's a release, you know, of things of the past. And I don't feel like it's a coincidence, you know, even as I'm sitting here talking about it, that this Mercury retrograde happened in Taurus. Because, you know, retrogrades are review periods. They, you know, so that when the planet goes direct, you know, it's like, well, what did you learn, or could you take from this? You know, people, places, things, situations could, you know, pop back up during Mercury retrograde. And it's to see how, you know, or what you may need to do when the planet goes direct to, you know, move forward, to progress. Because that energy, you know, is with the North Node, which is in Taurus. So this is like, it's crazy, but you know how they say, like, you know, it's almost like nothing happens by accident. That's how I'm feeling. So whatever, you know, may be happening or may be going on, just know, like, it's happening for a reason. So let's see, what's the overall energy as it pertains to this full moon in Scorpio? Oh, it's too many. Can I get less cards, Spirit? What's going on? So we have the fixed moon, hold your vision, which Scorpio is, you know, fixed water, and Taurus is fixed earth. But just like with that confidence as your key to success, Leo is fixed fire. And with the hold your vision, like I said, there was a focus I was feeling behind that card. Yes. Look, sorry, I'll be getting so excited because you know, I know sometimes I don't even, like, so much information comes to me as I'm doing these readings. I'll be like, am I making sense? Sometimes I feel like it's, you know, when you channel, sometimes it doesn't even feel like you, like, talking. But the full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. And whatever, you know, negative. It doesn't even have to be negative. Just, you know, releasing what no longer serves you, what no longer is adding or bringing something to, you know, your life in this moment, in this time. What is, you know, essentially holding you back? What is it? Because whatever it is, this is what it's about. It's time to release that. Yeah, child, listen. Don't let your past hold you back. The South Node. And then look at this, yo, spirit. Sometimes, like, I swear, I love spirit. I love my guides and the way, like, that my intuition works, because come on. Come on. What do you need to release? Sometimes you just we got this energy, you know, for a reason. And just, you know, you gotta, sometimes, you know, you have to pay attention to the signs. Don't, you know, take everything at face value. Like, you know, like, especially, like, just allow whatever your intuition may be telling you right now. Follow it, and I promise you, it will not lead you astray. It will not. Keep that. Whatever you're focused on and that you want, if it's not currently where you're at, or you're not in a position to get it, you know, it's time to go. And, you know, for me, and it could be in regards to anything: a job, a friendship, you know, a relationship, your environment, you know, a way of thinking. It could be anything. But you just have to be able to, you know, take a look at or within yourself. And you know, be real. Because you want to know what was up under that release card? It was the full moon in Aquarius. And it said, show the world the real you. Like, come on. Let's get it. Can I get another one for this full moon and Scorpio? For the collective. Then we have the nothing is yet set in stone. I'm gonna get one more. Can I get one more? Oh. Look, there it is. I'm taking both of them. What do you need to release? Because this, do you know what this nothing is yet set in stone is making me feel like? It's making me feel like some of you are feeling the energy like you can't have what you want, or you can't go where you want. And it's like, who said? Like, like, your current situation is not your final destination. Like, and if you really, like, because that's like, it's kind of like contradictory energy. Like, how can you look at, or, you know, have the vision, or, you know, the idea or intention on, you know, bringing forth that which you want, but then have this mindset of like, oh nah, I can't. If I go towards it, it might ruffle some feathers, or I can't leave this place or that place, like, or this person, whatever the case may be. Nah, it's not final. Sometimes it's what you actually need to do is move on, so that you can have a new or another experience to, you know, expand yourself. So then we have the what do you need to release? And this is why I feel this way, because, you know, for some of you, it makes me feel like you know what it is that you need to release. With the nothing is yet set in stone, and the what do you need to release? You know, but it's almost like, and you letting go of it, or whatever, you know, whatever it is, it makes you feel like, you know, like you're doing something wrong. But with the show the world the real you, it's almost like, nah, it's time to do what is right for you, what feels good to you, what makes sense to you, not everybody else. And everybody's whatever, you know, is right for them is right for them. Everybody's what's right for them is different. Come on, y'all. Couldn't make this shit up even if I wanted to, man. So let's see. I got the animal cards out because, like I said, they always scream to me like, use the, oh, my favorite card in the deck. They always want to be used, but I am going to just see how, you know, you're feeling with these cards, and then we'll jump into the tarot. So let's see what's going on Spirit, as it pertains to this full moon and Scorpio for the collective. What messages do you need? Show me how the collective is feeling as it pertains to this new moon. Alright, bottom of the deck we have the cheetah, which is fire energy. It makes me, you know, it makes me feel like the fool. Then we have the owl and the octopus. So we have fire, air, water. And like I said, I believe I said, like, some of you know what it is that you need to release. Because this octopus and owl energy, the octopus in this deck is looked at as like it could almost be the devil card. You know, it speaks to, you know, attachments, as well as, you know, it's water energy. It's like that. It really is giving me that nothing is yet set in stone. It's almost like someone may feel bound or stuck or obligated to a situation or a circumstance or person, place or thing. And it's like with the owl here, it's almost like, you know, the owl is very intuitive, very, you know, intelligent energy. It's almost like the high priestess. So you know what it is that you need to do. And here again, there's that focus with the owl and the cheetah. Some of you know that you need to go in a different direction. And, you know, for some of you, it's all in. What I'm getting with this hummingbird is just saying it. Just saying it. It's okay to let people know, like, I'm not happy here or with you or working here or in this place. Like, it's all right. But it's almost like still, like, ugh, I love this card. This hummingbird is like the throat chakra, which, you know, Taurus rules it's the second house, but as far as the body goes, it's like the throat and the shoulder area. It, you know, is connected to the throat chakra, and, you know, which deals with communication, expression. And some of you are, you know, not wanting to, you know, say it. Just, you know, just do it. Just say it. It's almost like once you say it, you know how sometimes, and I, you know, for a while, I was like, yo, I never really understood it until I did it. And it's like sometimes you have to speak things just to kill the power that it has over you. Because if you're in this energy of the octopus, but you, it's almost like you know better with the owl energy. Again, it's just giving me that contradiction energy. Like, like, you know better, but it's like you don't want to do better. And that is a hindrance to you, to your energy, and to other people that, you know, are around you. Because, you know, the choices that we make don't just affect us. Yeah. All right, so then we have the tarantula, which is fire energy. Let's see what's going on. How's the collective feeling? Whoa. I'm gonna take these two. ego. Let me get one more. Yeah. And the frog. It makes me want to say, like, what are you afraid of? Because at the bottom of the deck, look, we got the raccoon. Like, what are you, like, and it makes me feel like I'm feeling just so much fear. Like, I don't know if you guys may even feel it just by looking at this picture, like the cowering that this raccoon is doing. And it's like, what are you afraid of? Because it's like, again, with this ego, there's a focus, there's something that you want, there's something that you may have even literally had a vision about, or something that you want, that you're, it's almost like you're not going to be satisfied until you get there, until you go there. But what is it, like, emotionally, that maybe making you feel bogged down, or making you feel like you can't go there, or making you feel like, I almost feel like it's an energy of like someone having the world on their shoulders, but it's almost like you don't have to, though. Because with the tarantula, it's almost like, how can I explain what I'm feeling with this tarantula? Because I'm getting like the shyness here, but I don't know why this tarantula is giving me timid energy as well. Like, it's the same, but it's different. Like, it's giving me like a energy of, someone just wanting to have a plan. And sometimes there is no plan. Sometimes you can't plan for, certain things. You have to just let, nature take its course. Let me see. Because the tarantula says, at a crossroads, claiming life's purpose, the tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside you keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. And it says with its imbalance, it follows intuition. That's why I'm feeling like I almost feel like this tarantula is backing up, like it's moving backwards. It says when out of balance, it hesitates or over intellectualizes, and to bring it into balance is, daily journaling. Oh, let's see what's up under there. Then we have the snake up under the raccoon with the elk. And I don't know why they're saying like repeat, but it could just be because of the Mercury retrograde. And both of these are earth energy. And it's like, yeah, someone, I don't know if it's something to do with your past, or it's almost like you just keep recreating a cycle, and it's almost like it's time for that cycle to break with this energy. But it's I still like feel like, what are you afraid of? Like, there's really nothing, to be afraid of. Yes, the unknown is scary. It is. Not knowing, because it almost makes me feel like, too, with the tarantula, like, again, that planning energy. Like, someone wants to have a plan, and you can't plan. Like, just think of the best days of your life that you've already had. Think, was it planned out? Did you make a plan to enjoy yourself on the day you had the most fun? 9 times out of 10, the answer to that question is no, you didn't. Because you know what happens when you go and you like, sometimes it happens, you like, yo, I wasn't even gonna go, I didn't even want to go there. And you come, you know, you get home or, you know, wherever, however, at the end of the night and you're like, yo, I had the best time. You couldn't have planned for that. It works the same way. Um, I feel like whoever's in this energy, they are doing exactly what the card said in regards to or what the book said in regards to that tarantula energy, with that over intellectualizing. Like, as I'm shuffling the cards, I kind of I can, how can I say this? Like, I was just put back and like, I almost didn't want to speak. But it's almost like for some of you, you're focused, you're too intently focused on how can I say this? Like, what's the worst that could happen? That's what your focus is on for some of you, because I can feel that. But it's coming from a place of fear. Let me get one more. Where we at? And for some of you, like, I feel like this is just, you know, the story that you made up in your mind. Like it's all just gonna be bad or whatever the case may be. Yeah. The Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And it makes me feel like, again, like there's a knowing here in this Five of Swords. And some of you, it's like, you know, like some of you could be feeling defeated right now because that's, you know, like mentally defeated. You know, you could have been dealing with, you know, some competition. I don't feel that for most of you. But, you know, just the energy of the card, that Five of Swords could be an energy of, you know, having a, you know, being very egotistical. But it's almost like with these four swords dropped, someone is now like, how can I say this? Like, no longer like their ego. Maybe it's just one more truth that you need to face in order to, you know, it's, I don't want to say drop your ego, but to just not let it be so much at the forefront, because that's exactly what this is. This fear is just, you know, it's ego, it's coming from fear and ego, from what you're telling yourself or how you're trying to like put something together, and you know, it may not even be true. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. And for some of you, you know, like, for some of you, like literally, if this Queen of Pentacles wasn't out here, I don't think I would even be feeling what I'm feeling. But for some of you, this Five of Swords makes me feel like there was like some past behaviors that you've done to another person who made you like really, really, really happy. It's like they were everything to you. And it's almost like there's a there's almost like I'm gonna say it like this with the Nine of Swords. There's almost like a healing with this four, with from the 5 to the 9, which makes the 4 of Swords. There's almost like a healing to your mentality or your mindset. For some of you, you know, it may not even be in regards to another person, but it regards to like your own stability, your own comfort. And some of you are realizing how you either sabotaged it or you tried to, it was still ego. It's coming from a place of ego. It's almost like you tried to make up for what it was that you lacked internally with this energy here. And then we have the 9 of Swords, which we got the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. And some of you, it's like you feel like, I can feel like the pressure of this 9 of Swords, you know, coming at you. And it's like, nah, if you like, again, show the world the real you. I don't know if there's a person or, you know, whether there's something within you that made you feel like you couldn't be yourself at its maximum capacity. So it kind of made you afraid with the Empress here of your own power. And I know that these are feminine energies, but this could be a male or a female, doesn't matter. But it's, you know, it's almost like you didn't, like, it's like you kind of like shrunk your feminine energy, or like tried to put it in a box. But that's how we thrive, you know. Feminine energy is, you know, it's water, it's earth, it's the, you know, the comfort, it's the, you know, the feelings. Where masculine energy is the thought and the action. It's like someone, you know, just completely like shut off emotionally. But let's see what comes out. Or shut down emotionally. Messages do we need, Spirit, as it pertains to this full moon of Scorpio? It's like, even as I'm talking right now, my throat is getting dry. It's like an energy of being parched. You starved yourself of water. Like, I feel like, you know, someone is walking in a desert. Then we have the fire, Elder of Wands, the King of Wands, which lines right up with this energy, the hold your vision, and the tarantula. What other messages do we need? Ooh, so many. And that, you know, that King of Wands, you know, it knows what it wants. It holds that vision. It's that fixed fire. But it's almost like someone, you see how he's like, the Ace of Wands is very present. It's very, you know, he's very aware of it, but he's kind of like moving around it. Well, what are you chilling? Like, are you trying to avoid something? What is it? Oh. The Three of Pentacles. Oh, yes. The Magician. Try to get it to focus, if it will. There we go. The Magician. And bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. There's something that is either piquing your interest, something or someone, and it's almost like, look at this fish is in a bowl of water, surrounded by water, and it's like, why, the way that I'm feeling this is like, why? It's time for you to like be the ocean. Like, it's time for you to expand. It's like this fish has already, like, there's no more room to grow in whatever, in this bowl, in whatever situation or circumstance you find yourself in right now. There's nothing left. You have grown to as far as you're gonna grow. If you stay there any longer, it's almost like you're gonna start regressing. And that's probably why I feel like that Tarantula energy was backing up. And up under that, we have Pisces and the Wheel of Fortune, which, that Pisces card, it's that mutable energy. It's mutable water. And it's like, you want to go out. You want to expand. That's what the expansion is. But it's almost like you're stuck in transition. Like, I don't know, like, what it is. It's like, I don't know how I can explain this. Because there's almost like, all right, I'm going to go, I'm not going to go. I'm going to do it, I'm not going to do it. Like, you're just going, it's like a washing machine. Like, you're just doing that. And with the King of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Magician, you have to create this for yourself. You have to, it almost makes me feel like with the Magician here, like, you have everything that you need. Is it, like, is it a security thing? Is it like you feel like you're not going to have what you need? Well, what you need is, like, clearly it's not where you're at. Because if it was, you wouldn't be feeling like this. So are you coming from a place of lack? Because, like, with the Eagle and the Three of Pentacles here, it's like, who, what, whatever. It's like, what you have to do. You know who you need to work with. Like, because the Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, it's collaboration. But there's something still keeping you from taking action. With the Elder of Wands. And really, like, there's nothing here that says, like, okay, this is valid. And not to say, like, it doesn't have to be here, but it's just like, what is it? Like, what is holding you back? Let's see. What's holding back this King of Wands spirit? Because it's really just the lack of taking action. It's like it's giving me that energy of beating around the bush. But the Three of Swords was at the bottom when this came out. So is it like you're trying to protect yourself from hurt, or protect someone else from hurt, or a situation from, hurt? With that Three of Swords. Tell me about the Elder of Wands. What is this fear? For some of you, it's just expressing yourself, like I said, saying something, the Page of Wands. Yeah, another one. For some of you, it may possibly be a child, because we have the elder and the page. It could be, you know, a child or children. Then we have the hermit. Some of you, you know, it could be feeling like maybe you'll be isolated from, you know, your child if that's your situation. But what I'm feeling, you know, for the majority of you is because, you know, the hermit represents, you know, isolation. It's a, you know, a time to go within. And for some of you, your fear is letting your own inner child come out. Oh, yeah, one more. Yeah. Then we have the devil. Yeah, because it's like you feel like you can't. You feel stuck or bound to a situation and or circumstance, and that's what's keeping you from branching out. And like I said, it's almost like your feminine energy. Maybe, you know, it could have been something that somebody said, because we have the guardian of swords here, but I feel like this is more so your own feminine energy. It's like coming back up as that owl energy. This is the owl and the octopus, and they came out like this. So it's like you're staring it right in the face. But for some of you, you know, this could be a person, people, who it's almost like they say things, whatever they say, it's like they spew like toxic things at you to put you in this state so that you don't go. Up under that, we have the Sagittarius card, with the Three of Cups. And then, you know, this person, you guys know I don't call out signs. They could be any sign because everybody's here except for water. I mean, and as far as the tarot cards go, there's a little bit of water in this Queen of Swords. But I feel like this is you. This is that you having that awareness of knowing what it is that you need to separate from. And I feel like this is also something that you've made up for the most part. Because, you know, I just seen a video that said, how did she say it? She said, you know, if it's a manufactured fantasy, you know, it doesn't do what, you know, intuition does. Intuition makes you feel uncomfortable. Or intuition has authority over you in a way. And, you know, when you have like something that's made up in your head that's not real, it puts you in this state of fear, of like the separation, you know, dynamic, the fear of, you know, ruffling feathers, like when it's manufactured. But intuition doesn't do that. Intuition, it gives you a feeling, you know, within yourself of like it's a very unsettling feeling, but it's going to nag at you and nag at you and nag at you and nag at you until you do something about it. So tell me about this Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. And I say that water. That water. We got the Cancer card, which is that cardinal water. And with the Three of Pentacles, like I said, for some of you, you know what you want, who you want to work with, whatever the case may be. And it's almost like with this Cancer card here, that's exactly what you need to, in order for these seeds to, you know, for this tree to, it's giving me like the energy of almost like the Ten of Pentacles. You have to invest in this energy. It takes, you know, water is life for everything to grow. But it makes me want to say, like, you're going to have to nurture this. This is not something that you can, you know, say, well, I don't want to do it today or whatever the case may be. This is something that, you know, you have to initiate because Cancer is cardinal water. So you have to, you know how they say, like, take the bull by the horns. Like, you gotta take some action. As I say that, we got the Eight of Wands. But then you taking action towards this energy, whatever, or, you know, whoever it might be, it requires you to walk away. And you know what I'm hearing as I just looked at this Temperance card? Katy Perry's "You're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you're in, then you're out." That's what I feel, because it is. It's like whoever this is, they're hot and cold. Like they want it. Like I said, they want it, but they don't. All right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm not. It's like you're causing this emotional like turmoil within yourself. And another one for the Three of Pentacles. Look, and I said I felt the 10, right? We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You're going to have to invest in whatever this is emotionally. You're going to have to, get up and, water that plant. Water, think of what you do when you take care of a plant. You're going to have to do it. And here's that Ace of Wands that you've been, evading the whole time. The way to this Ace of Wands is going to take, you're going to have to invest some time, some energy, some effort. It takes dedication. Think of, Cancer energy as the Chariot. It takes discipline. Because otherwise you'll just stay in this unsettled emotional energy. So let's look at the Magician, because this is really like what you have to do or what you can do. I'm not going to say have to, but you do whatever you want to do. The Eight of Pentacles. Put in the work. Eight of Pentacles is a card of work. It's a card of, focus. It's a card of, with the Queen of Cups at the bottom, you're going to have to it's almost like you're going to have to learn how to work with yourself or with another in an emotional capacity. Because the Queen of Cups, she's a master of her emotions. That's how she's, led. She's led by the water. And I feel like I should have took it out, because now like I'm just seeing something in this card. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find that King of Cups again. Sorry, this is just a bulky big deck. Where is he? I just seen him. Okay, here it is. You see? Like, the way that I'm seeing this is almost like, because this is the King of Cups. And it's almost like both of these, where this, it's the feminine energy, if this is a person for you, they're comfortable here. This masculine energy still needs to like almost rise or come up emotionally. Like there needs to be like almost like a maturation for this energy. Because this, I mean, just from the perspective of the card, it's like this feminine energy is swimming, you know, with the water. But this masculine energy still needs to come up, which, you know, the King of Cups is that Scorpio energy. It's time for you to come up a little bit. I got one more for the Magician. Oh, too many. Can I get less cards, please? Can I get one more for the Magician? It's like you've been hidden, you've been hiding, you know, from yourself, within yourself, emotionally. Look, the King of Swords. And the Child of Cups. And you know this already. With the Page of Cups, we end with the same card we started with. But this King of Swords, it makes me feel like, especially with this Eight of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles can be a card of avoidance. It makes me feel like you know what it is that you have to do. And it's not specific because each of you are in different situations. So there's different things that need to be done. Which, you know, this is just a general reading. But you know, you have the insight, you have the awareness. Like, that's all I can keep saying of what it is that's going to bring you to the forefront. That's going to, you know, bring you, like, it's almost going to, like, set you free. Because this frog energy, like, it's between the frog and this raccoon, they got me really, like, feeling some type of way. Can I get one for this raccoon energy, Spirit? The raccoon. And then I'll get one more Moonology card for the guidance and advice. The raccoon. I get one for the raccoon. Oh, I didn't know we got that many cards. Yeah, you're stuck. You don't, for some of you, this is literally comes down to whether if you want to be single with the Nine of Pentacles or if you want to be with somebody or in a, you know, it's like, do you want to be a lone wolf or part of the pack? That's exactly what I feel like. And some of you, it's like, that's what scares you. Some of you are afraid of being a lone wolf, but it almost makes me feel like for others of you, you may be afraid of not being part of the pack. But it makes me want to say, like, you can be a lone wolf and a part of the pack. You just have to find your path. And for some of you, it's like you these two things are like two different things for you. Like, maybe they give you two different feelings. Maybe, you know, it's like, but when you're with the right people or you're with the right person, that connection, there's that, because that's what it is. Whatever you're in right now, there's no connection. It may be financially stable. You may, even be able to be, you know, independent in it. But as far as it giving you the connection, that water, that nurturing, because everything is connected through water, that's not there. And that's what the fear is. And, like, everybody's different, because I always say, I know the goal for me is to be, independently coexist with another person. I don't want to, depend or, be codependent in a situation, because that leaves, it leaves room for too much of this right here. This energy that we just spent the whole time talking about, wanting something, and it's not where you're at. But if we're both secure within ourselves and, we're able to share that, and that's all, that's all it needs. But it's not, oh, because I need you. It's not, oh, because you have this and I lack that. And no, that's not balance. That's really, when you think about it, it's more depletion. Like, cause I mean, for a lot of us, we grew up with, them in, like, I'm not gonna say like I did, but the social standard that, oh, everything has to be 50-50. No, I don't believe in that. I need 100 and 100. I need to be my best self at all times, whether, we're in a situation or not, because, and especially if we're in a situation, I need to be at 100%, because and I require the same thing from, my other person. You have to be at 100%, because just think, if I was at 50% and you was at 50%, but, God forbid, something happens and you lose that 50%, we're still only at 50%. What? Like, that doesn't make no sense. But if I'm at 100% and you're at 100%, even if you fall to 50%, I still am able to have us. Everything won't be dependent upon my 50% because I'm at 100. That is how, at least, and I know everyone is different, that's how I think about stuff like that. Like, no, I don't know. That 50-50 shit never worked for me. Because it's like, I always used to think, like, if I only require you to show up at 50%, that means I'm allowing you to half-ass me anyway. So if I'm dependent on your 50% to go with my 50% and make 100, like I said, if you decide to go, I'm left at 50%. I'm not, no, that's not okay with me. Not at all. Let's see what's at the bottom. Hey, we got the 6 of Wands at the bottom. It's time to move forward, because you're just stagnant right now with the Hangman and the 6 of Wands. You're creating, it's like being in this indecisive energy with that 2 of Wands. It's like you're just creating more stagnancy. But let's get the guidance or advice. It's like, it's that energy of having the, like an angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. And they're both talking to you at the same time. But this person, it's almost like, which the devil is just ego, but it's almost like you're allowing that to cloud your judgment. Because it's like, for some of you, you want reward and recognition, but if it's for the wrong thing, why? You want to be looked at a certain way with the 6 of Wands. Because the 6 of Wands is a card of ego. You see the crown, it's like, no. If you want to be crowned, let it be for the right reasons. And ultimately, you crown yourself, not nobody else. I don't know, some of you are wanting this devil clarified. Let's take a look at the devil, because I can feel it. What is this devil energy? I get one. Oh. We have strength and water. You know what it is? Some of you look at your emotions as weakness, and that's something that, maybe it's something that you've been taught. Maybe it's a way of life that you've always lived, so you don't know how to see your emotions and going after what you want, and allowing and I'm not saying that it's all based on water or emotions, but everything comes from water. It has the power to guide you, to cleanse you, to heal you, to direct you. Like water is a powerful force. And some of you have been, you're in a place right now where you look at emotions as toxic, but it's almost like you yearn for them too. And then I say I felt like the desert. You have to get into alignment with what you're feeling, not what other people, like the feelings of other people that have been like almost put on you. So let's see. Hey. And this is the full moon eclipse. It says conclusions are within reach. Yes, it is. Yes, they are. And look at this. Conclusions are endings. So it's almost like an ending is coming to whatever this devil energy may be for you. Y'all see that? It's coming. Because that's what eclipses do. They take things out. They remove things. They close out cycles. Oh, I don't want this book. I want this book. Let's see. Alright, so it says, conclusions are within reach, the full moon eclipse. So it says full moon eclipse. And just like that, the door slammed shut. If you pull this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about it. Bleh, Mercury retrograde. If you pull this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it may be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make it right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. And then it says, attuned to the moon. That which is meant for me, will not pass me by. The additional meanings for this card: doors slammed shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now, and seed control and let events unfold. The teaching of this card: full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. I love it. So that's the full moon reading, guys. I really, really, really hope y'all, use this energy, for what it's for. Yes, I know, however it's resonating for you, it is gonna, change is uncomfortable. That's just, that's just what it is. It's uncomfortable. So as always, you guys know, I thank you for tuning in with me. Send in, you all love and light, and I will see y'all on the next reading. All right, later.